Right guys, so welcome back. So you would have saw last time, got my plants back, etc. Now it's time to give the fish a bit of a health check. Just want to check underneath them and stuff. I don't want it to go a bit miss like it was on the kahaku. So we're doing a bit of a health check, especially the tench that jumps out the pond. Give them a once over so we can just to go into the winter and just make sure everything's okay. I know things like the Chagoi, he's got carp pox on his fin, but he's had that all year. We want to check the big ghosts, because when we did the pond upgrade, God, this light is terrible. It's just the reflection of it. My pond is perfectly clear, guys, you just can't see on camera because of the reflection. I'll have to change something on here. There's some polycarbonate on the top or something. So yeah, just give them a bit of a check over really. So, got my bowl ready. Have a look at some of the sizes, some of the little ones, how much they're growing. Like the kahaku and the sanki. Right, let's see what we can bowl out. Right, so this is my tench. What I'll do him first, the one that jumped out the pond. Or we think it jumped out the pond. Still debating whether something had it. Definitely got all his mucus back, it was dry as anything. Obviously we don't know what any sort of internal damage happened to him, but there's no wounds on him, there's no scrapes, which is good, there's nothing then to treat. You won't believe that this was the same fish that was on death's door. But visually, it's fine, absolutely fine. Not a mark on him, that was unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. But again, like I said, we don't know what internal damage happened to him. Well, life's miracles. What is the spider in here? Tench, as most of you know, don't grow that big anyway. But this one is 39 centimetres. And this is 25 years of age, this fish. Ish. When I lived at home with my mum, I bought it for about £2 from Pet City or Pets at Home, whatever it's called now. It was in a pond that was about 3 foot by 2 foot. Yeah, over the moon. So I'm happy. There's no ripped fins, anything like that. His dorsal's fine. Over the moon with that. You can go straight back in. Right guys, so this is the kahaku. Had a bit of a wound / ulcer. And salt bathing this is really cleared up, but nothing like the Kiyotsuori did. I'm just going to give it a bit of another topical treatment on there. I can't remember the size of it. It's about 23 centimetres when we did the pond upgrade. I'll give it a bit of a measure now, just to... Yeah, so in the space of 4 months, it's now 30 cm. So it's not bad. Grown 7 centimetres in 4 months, that's really good. Really nice fish, I really like this kahaku. No idea if it's a male or female, we call it Coco. I'm just going to give it a check underneath. Okay, not much needs doing to that wound, we're just going to give it a bit of a spray. he can go back in. He's alright. So this is my Sankey. What we got from the Baldwin Reefer with the Newark show. I don't know how big it was when we bought it, so I've got nothing to compare it against. It started now to put on a bit of weight. It was quite skinny for a long time, so I'm quite pleased that he's now putting on a bit of weight to go in the winter with. There's still a lot of sumi still to come out, so I'm not sure if you can see on the camera, but there's sumi on his head. Just spin him around. It's a lively little thing, but it was lively when we bought him. As you can see, a lot of this blue grey. There's a lot of sumi still to come through. This has definitely got darker on this side. Really nice fish. I do like Sankeys, they're one of my favourites. Like I said, I'm glad he's putting on a bit of weight. In terms of size at the minute, he's 26 centimetres. Ain't as big as the Kohaku. I think Jack said he was a male when we bought him. Does have quite rough gills, so I presume he is a male. But yeah, in terms of health, fins are fine, no wounds, no bumps, no bruises, underneath's fine. Quite happy with that. Cheers. In terms of size, this is what I'm most pleased with. This is beautiful. Right guys, so this is Kiki, Maki Tsuori. You'll never believe that this was the same fish as that ulcer. A lot more sumi has come out on it as well, so it was down this side. It was white for a long time, but now the sumi's covered it, so not even left any scars. And it's started to put on a bit more size now as well. So if we give it a measure, it's about 35 cm, so it's still small. Ain't got to do nothing to this fish. In terms of treatment, his fins are fine, dorsal's fine, all around his mouth and his gills are fine. Underneath is fine. Chuffed to bits. Don't want to stress it out anymore. And to be fair, most of the treatment we did on this was mainly salt baths more than anything. Just like the Kohaku, the salt baths has cured it more than having to sedate it all the time. We're starting to put on a lot of size now. Right, in terms of size in this last year, this one I'm most pleased with. Benny, a Benny Kikaguru. I think that's what it is. Honestly, she has got to be a mammoth. In this last year, she has grown. Right, 52 centimetres. It's measuring at. Absolutely loves the food. Got tame as well. She'll take mealworm out of my hands. I'm saying she, not 100% she's a she, just because of how rounded belly she is. But yeah, the size and the weight of this is unbelievable. I'm sure I'm going to be able to turn her over and have a look underneath. She's going to injure herself. Not professional at this. Oh, I was getting drenched. Really don't want to stress this fish out any more than I have to. She's not loving it in there. Let's come back in, Benny, come on. Now for the chigoi. So this is the one that's had caught pox on its fin. Bit of redness on there as well, so I'm going to give that a bit of a spray. But another one that's put on a nice bit of weight these last few months. Got water on my camera, sorry about that. There's a bit of a spray on its fin. Where the cowpox was, there's a bit of redness on it, so. Come on, Shags. Spin round for me. Bit hard to do that, to be fair. Fine underneath. I think it's a male, not 100%. Could be totally wrong. So we'll get a bit more spray on that fin. I'm pleased with the size. Centimetres. Bit chunky, but I thought it would a bit more lengthwise, but it's alright. Cat's come to have a look. See if I can get a bit more spray on it before I put it back. There we go, that's fine. Right. Come on then, sweet pie. Oh, no, I'm going to do it that way. Let's get you in the soft net. Nope. Come on, in here head first, you. Good fish. The reason I wanted to get the Shisui out, because when we took it out when we had the pond upgrade, it had like a lump on its gill, which was like, in human terms, would have been a wart, so we've still got that. So you're not going to be able to probably see on camera, but there's a lump there, it looks like a wart. Some kind of growth. So, if I can get you a shot, you might have to just comment below and just tell me what you think that could be. See if I can zoom in when I come to do the edit, but there's like a wart, like a growth there. It's hard to touch. No idea what that is. So no idea how to treat it. I don't want to put any antibac on because of where it is on its gill, so I might have to just dab it. It's not an ulcer, it's not a wound. Honestly, if it was us and you had a wart on your hand, that's what it's like. There's some kind of a hard growth right on his gill plate. Apart from that, Mr. Shisui is in very good condition. Measuring a good 50 centimetres. Not as heavy as the Benny, but it's put about 5 centimetres, I think, in the last few months. Yeah, no, I don't know how to treat that growth, and it looks like it's getting bigger as well, which isn't a good sign. So I don't know how to treat it, I'm going to be honest with you. Really nice Shisui with this. One that I bought small a few years back. Just let me look underneath you. Water's gone a way discoloured. Yeah, be fine. Okay, alright, okay. Again, I don't want to stress it out as more as I need to. Yeah, so this fish is the same length as the bowl, so 60 centimetres. Just feeling under it now as that fleshy stuff definitely gone. I can try and turn her over. Yep. Y shape, she's definitely female. Right, and she's stressing out in here. I'm getting her back in. I'm glad that fleshy stuff has gone. She's a beast. She knows she's a beast. Right. The reason I got this fish out, keeps changing colour for a start. It's mainly because it was always covered in carp pox, and with winter coming again, it's got a lot of carp pox still on it. Some did clear up through the summer, but he's obviously got an issue with carp pox. There's loads on its tail fin, a bit on its dorsal. No idea what type of koi this is, so if you can tell on camera, let me know. I would say more of a mirror carp. There's a lot of orange now starting to come through. So if you look on its shoulders, it's too high or orange coming through. Shame it was covered in carp pox, but it'd be nice if a lot of that orange does come through. It could turn out into a nice looking fish. When I bought it, there was a lot more white on it, would you believe? So I think it was more of a shiner when I got it. In terms of health, there's nothing wrong with this fish. Spot on underneath. Just gonna get this one straight back in. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, it's just Big Mama. She weighs an absolute ton. I'm just gonna thrash her out. Shit. Calm down, Big Mama. Shit. I'm drowned. It's alright. Alright. Well, first of all, she's too big for the length of this bowl. Just calm down now. Now, going back a few videos, been watching for a while, this is the one that jumped out the temporary vat when I did the pond upgrade. And she had a right wound on the side of her, all healed up. Dorsal fin that had ripped, all healed up. She's a legend, is this fish. She's tame, she's out my hand. Look at her just letting me stroke her. She's calmed down. She's an absolute beast. She weighs a ton. I can't believe that same fish was the one that jumped out that pond, the vat. But she's so tame. She lets me stroke her. Just feeling underneath her now for any bruises, lumps, anything like that. She's fine. I ain't going to try and turn her over because she's just going to thrash around. I'm so glad that dint that she had is gone. I'm so glad the dorsal fin is healed up. I'm not going to keep her out the pond any more than I have to. She's lost a lot of water in there for thrashing around, so before she starts again, let's get her straight back in. Come on, sweetheart. Come on, straight in here. Sort the sock net out first. Get sort of Sharpie. Come on, in there. Good girl. Good girl. Oh my god. I'm a drown rat. Drenched. It's something I don't like doing with the fish, to be fair. I don't like stressing them out like that and bowling them up, but twice a year is something I'm going to have to do, especially going into the winter. The worst one was the Benikigoro. Just didn't like it one bit, and when I got the sock net back to the pond, she was thrashing quite a bit there, which you didn't see on camera, so fingers crossed she's okay. Yeah, you saw the McGoy thrashing when she was in there, but she's so comforting. Like I say, she's so tame. She weighed a ton. She was too big for the bowl, so she's nearly about 70 centimetres. She was, so my biggest one. So yeah, it's not something I like doing, but it's something you've got to do going into the winter. Give them a bit of a health check, especially with the kahoku, the chagoy that had the bit of redness on its fin. Looks a bit frayed. Check the ones with the cotton pox out. The pond has gone murky now. I've been chasing around. I don't want to stress them out anymore, so I'm going to leave the rest. Leave the Shiro Becco, leave the Ogon. Although guys, let's see if we come over. So right, so here, you're not going to be able to tell the reflection of the line. I don't want to really... See if we can bowl it out. So I've had this fish a few years. It was bought as a Yamabuchi Ogon. It's not an Ogon anymore. There's a lot of black come through. So would you say now this is more of a Matsuba? I'm not 100% on McCoy varieties, so this is what you guys are for, so comment below. Like I say, it was completely yellow when I bought it as a Yamabuchi Ogon. But now with all this black on the top that's come through over the last couple of years, I'd say now it's more of a Matsuba, a key Matsuba. Correct me if I'm wrong. For the amount of time I've had this fish, it just doesn't grow. I think it's an obvious male of how slim it's always been. This is one that jumped out my pond. I'm going back a good 8 years maybe. This one jumped out the pond and I found it lying on the lawn, and just like the tench, leaving it in oxygen, and I brought it back to life. But it just hasn't really grown at all for the amount of time I've had this fish. So yeah, I had 3 of them. Quite rough gills actually, so I think it's definitely a male without turning it over. So yeah, let me know guys. Is it now a key Matsuba? Right, I really ain't going to stress the fish out anymore. The only ones I didn't get out was the other tench. Not too fussed about that. The Shiro Becco. This might wait a week or so. I'll have a look at the Shiro Becco probably during the winter. And what else was the smaller of the ghost koi. So yeah, only really them 2. Right, like I say, it's not something I like doing with the fish, but you're never going to know otherwise. I haven't got the windows like some of you guys, so it's hard to see underneath them especially. I did need to have a view at some of the others that have been poorly in the past. So give it a thumbs up guys, and we'll see you next time in another video. Fun World, bye, dogs, bye.